Everyone thought it was just a story, but after that night, no one dared to call it a story anymore. Amid endless dunes of the desert stood a small village. By day, the sand shimmered under the blazing sun, and by evening, a strange silence would descend. It was as if the whole village held its breath, waiting for the night. In this village lived Kyle, a brave and curious boy. Since childhood, he had heard stories about a mountain beyond the village. Rising from the heart of the desert, the medium-sized dark hill was known by all as the Cursed Mountain. No one from the village went there. Children were forbidden even to look in that direction. The elders avoided speaking its name. According to legend, spirits dwelled inside the mountain's cave. Kyle's grandfather used to say that many years ago these spirits terrorized the village. When night fell, people would disappear. Livestock would vanish. Then a king named Suleiman summoned magicians from distant lands. The magicians chanted spells and created a stone guardian in front of the cave. Into its hand they placed a golden magical weapon. It was said that at night the guardian would awaken. If the spirits tried to emerge from the cave, the weapon's magical light would defeat them and imprison them once more. After that, the mountain remained silent for many years. Everything was fine. Until one strange night arrived. That night, sheep and camels suddenly disappeared from 3 or 4 houses in the village. No one heard anything, no cries, no footsteps. At first, people thought perhaps the animals had broken loose and wandered off. But the same thing happened the next night. This time, the villagers searched in groups. Crossing the desert sands, they reached the foot of the Cursed Mountain. What they saw there froze their blood. The missing animals lay beneath the mountain, torn apart and bloodied as if some terrifying force had ripped them to pieces. At that moment, everyone understood. The spirits had somehow been freed. If they entered the village at night, no one would survive. Kyle and his friend Samir bravely decided to climb the mountain. When they reached the cave entrance, they saw the stone guardian still standing. But its hand was empty. The golden magical weapon was gone. "It's been stolen," Kyle whispered. By then the sun was setting. Night falls quickly in the desert. The air grew cold. A strange whistling sound drifted from afar. Everyone hurried back to the village. That night was terrifying. All doors and windows were shut. No one slept. From outside came strange sounds now and then, as if someone was walking, then stopping. At dawn, the villagers split into small groups to search for the weapon. The rule was clear. If anyone failed to return before sunset, no one would wait. On the first day, they searched many dunes and rocky paths, but found nothing. On the second day, around noon, Kyle noticed another small hill in the distance, a place no one usually visited. He felt the thieves might have gone that way with the weapon. "Let's check it out," he told Samir. The others were too afraid and turned back, but Kyle and Samir pressed on. Behind the small hill, they found a narrow cave entrance. Inside, what they saw made their bodies tremble. The thieves lay lifeless on the ground. Terror was frozen on their faces as if they had seen something horrific before dying. In one corner lay the golden magical weapon, still inside its sheath. The thieves hadn't believed the story of the spirits, and that disbelief cost them their lives. They removed the sheath from their bag and saw the weapon clearly. It was pure gold, shimmering with a strange glow. By then, evening had fallen. It was impossible to return to the village, and facing the spirits meant certain death. They found a small side cave, sealed the entrance with stones, and blocked the gaps with clothes left behind by the thieves to survive the night. The next morning, they returned to the village and told everyone what had happened. The villagers went together and placed the weapon back into the stone guardian's hand. As sunlight touched it, the statue's eyes seemed to flash for a brief moment. From that night on, the spirit's disturbances gradually decreased. The village became peaceful again. But even today, in the darkness of night, a flicker of golden light is said to be seen towards the mountain. Does the guardian truly awaken, or is some other force still waiting within the mountain? To hear more unknown mysteries and terrifying stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like.